Hello, this is Chelsea Marks for VETT 221 Task 9, which is Perform a Surgical Scrub. So first thing we're going to show you is our OCCI certificate there on the wall. Zoom in. There it is for Evergreen Veterinary Hospital. I'm going to zoom back out and I'm going to explain our supplies here. So first thing we do is perform just a general hand wash. So we have soap here on the wall just to do our regular pre-wash. We also have our 1% povidone solution here, and we're going to use that as our pre-application. So we have that sitting there as well. And we use these 13% povidone iodine surgical scrub brushes that are not re-sterilized or anything or reused. So these are brand new. We have 2 of those here, one for each hand, arm, hand, all of that. So we're going to go ahead and start with our just general hand wash. So use a little soap here. So this hand wash, we're just getting off any gross debris we have on our hands and prepping for the pre-application of the iodine. Okay, so now that we have that going, dry our hands here. We go ahead and open up our scrub brushes. We're going to leave the water going because we can't go back to that and turn it back on. One thing I want to note is that I have no fingernail polish, no rings or jewelry or watch, and my nails don't extend past the fingers. So I want to make sure everyone saw that. So the next step in this is to open our scrub brushes. We have one here for one hand and one here for the next one. These are just little nail picks, and if you don't use it, you just throw it in the sink. So we're going to start our pre-application with our 1% povidone solution. We're just going to get a nice application of that over both arms, all the way up to the elbows. Okay, once you feel like that's pretty even, go ahead and start our surgical scrub. So we have, at no time are we going to drop our elbows below our waist, and our hands are not going to go below our elbows. So we're going to keep our hands up. The water is going to run from fingertip to elbow the whole time, so never dropping our hands below our elbows. So we're going to first pick up this first sponge here, and we're going to get it sudsy. Okay. So first thing we're going to start with is all surfaces have to be scrubbed 10 times, and there's 4 surfaces on the fingers, 4 surfaces on the hands, and 4 surfaces on the arms. So we're going to start with the fingertips, and we're going to scrub them 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we're going to go to our thumb. So top side of the thumb 10 times. Okay, palm side 10 times. Okay, outer side 10 times, and inner side 10 times. Okay, we're going to move on to our pointer finger. We're going to do the top side 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. We're going to do the outside 10 times. And we're going to do the inside 10 times. We're going to move on to our middle finger, and we're going to do the top side 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. We're going to do the side here 10 times. And then the other side 10 times. Okay, we're going to move on to our ring finger, so we're going to do the top side 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. We're going to do this inside 10 times. And then the other side 10 times. Okay, moving on to our pinky, we're going to go do the top side 10 times. Okay, palm side 10 times. Inside 10 times. and the outside 10 times. Okay, so we have our fingers finished. We're going to move on to our hand. So we're going to do the palm side 10 times. Okay, we're going to do the back side 10 times. We're going to do the thumb side 10 times. And we're going to do the pinky side 10 times. Okay, so we have our hand finished. We're going to move on to our arm. I'm going to get my brush a little more sudsy. I'm not touching anything over there. So we're going to go to the top of our arm and do it 10 times from our wrist to our elbow. Okay, we're going to do the palm side 10 times. Okay, we're going to do the thumb side 10 times. Okay, and then we're going to do the outside 10 times. Note that I'm going all the way up to my elbow. So we're now done with this hand and arm and the fingers, so we're going to drop that scrub brush and we're going to pick up the next scrub brush. Okay, so we're going to get that wet, not touching the faucet or the sink, just sudsing up our scrub brush. Okay, so just like we did to the other arm, we're going to do to this arm. So we're going to do fingers 10 times. Okay. And we're going to move on to our thumb. So we have our thumb, the palm side 10 times. We have the top of the hand, top of the thumb, I'm sorry, 10 times. We have the outside of the thumb 10 times. And we have the inside of the thumb 10 times. Okay, we're going to move on to our pointer finger. So we're going to do the top 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. We're going to do the outside 10 times. And the inside 10 times. Okay, moving on to our middle finger, we're going to do the top side 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. And we're going to do the inside 10 times. And the outside 10 times. Moving on to our ring finger, top side 10 times. Palm side 10 times. Inside 10 times. Outside 10 times. And we're going to move on to our pinky. So that's the last one. So we're going to do the top 10 times. We're going to do the palm side 10 times. We're going to do the inside 10 times. And we're going to do the outside 10 times. Okay, so we're done with our fingers. We're going to move on to our hand. We're going to do the top side 10 times. We're going to do the thumb side 10 times. We're going to do the palm 10 times. And we're going to do the outside 10 times. So we're done with our hand. We're going to move on to our arm. So we're going to do the top side 10 times from the wrist to the elbow. We're going to do the inside, which is the thumb side, 10 times. We're going to do the outside 10 times. And we're going to do the underneath, all the way up to the elbow, from the wrist to the elbow, 10 times. Okay, so we're done with that arm. We're going to drop our scrub brush, and no time are we ever going to let water run from our elbows to our fingers. We're going to go ahead and rinse. We're going to start with the left hand. We're not going to touch anything in the sink or the faucet. Fingers up, and rinsing the hand. Rinsing the wrist, and rinsing all the way up to our elbow. Okay, so now we have that one rinsed. We're going to go ahead and rinse our right. So not touching anything with our left, rinsing our right hand, fingertips up, okay, rinsing our wrist, and rinsing all the way up our arm, not touching the faucet, rinsing all the way up to our elbow, never letting the water run back down to our fingers, Okay, and that is a surgical scrub. So now we're ready to go over and perform our gowning and our closed gloving. From this point on, you would not touch anything with your hands that is not sterile. So that was VETT 221, class number 9.